It feels like almost a foregone conclusion that Xbox is going to announce new studio acquisitions when E3 comes rolling around. The expectation has been set high for Xbox Game Studios, especially when the company announced so many acquisitions last E3. And then to top it all off, they returned during X018 and announced another 2 studios joining the Microsoft first-party family. It's something no one ever saw coming, and something the industry has never seen before. Yet executives of Xbox seem overly confident that this wasn't the end for them acquiring new studios, which to me adds a whole new layer of excitement for E3 2019, which is right around the corner. And this brings me to the most recent rumors that was spreading like wildfire this whole week. And I could have rushed out a video and talked about it, but instead I wanted to do a lot of research and give you guys every bit of information about the studios in question, while also providing what I think each studio brings to the Xbox brand as game developers and as service providers. But before I get into all that, if you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe button. The support is greatly appreciated. But let's dive into these potential studios that have been floating around. The first one, and probably the most surprising, is Crytek. Yes, the studio behind Crysis, Hunt Showdown, and of course, the Xbox exclusive Rise Son of Rome. And while these games and franchises are amazing with almost a household name attached to them, they're still not the crown jewel that Crytek has under their belt. That would be the Cry engine, which is a game engine designed by Crytek. This engine has been used in all of Crytek's titles and has been supported in development to account for new consoles and other hardware. A modified version of CryEngine is being used by Ubisoft themselves to maintain their Far Cry games, which is being made by the Dunia engine, which is used for their Far Cry series. But the biggest part about this is that Amazon was licensed the engine, and almost a year later they released an extended version of the CryEngine under the name Amazon Lumberyard. So this engine has changed many hands and has been extremely flexible for multiple companies to use and change in ways that better fit their games that they're trying to make. Microsoft, who is making the Slipspace engine and also owns Havok, sees this engine as not only a tool for their developers, but also something they can continue to make great money from, licensing it to other developers. But you throw in the game franchises I named above and the 3 studios that consist of 552 developers, and you have a powerhouse acquisition for Xbox that could pay huge dividends for them. Now I know that's a lot to take in, not to mention it's a huge investment for Microsoft to make. The engine alone would drive up the price, and not to mention absorbing all of those employees. So it wouldn't surprise me if this rumor never unfolds. But along with the franchise and the CryEngine, there's still one thing that makes me think this could happen, and that's the diversity in the studios with Crytek. One is in Kyiv, Ukraine, another is in Budapest, Hungary, along with offices in South Korea, the UK, Istanbul, and Austin, Texas. This company has people everywhere, which helps gather amazing talent all over the globe. That's something that Phil Spencer himself has said they wanted Xbox to be more a part of, going more global and having a foothold in every region so they can see the talent all over the world, but also have great relationships with that talent. So maybe, just maybe, this isn't that far out of question, especially since Crytek hasn't brought out many games lately, and there's been plenty of reports that the company was having trouble with finances. It surely fits the bill with what Microsoft is going with their new studios, minus Playground Games, which was doing just fine before they were acquired. So this kind of does have like a little bit of a feel of, hey, this could happen. But we'll see once E3 rolls around. The next studio is someone that has been rumored for a very long time. That's IO Interactive, the studio behind Kane and Lynch, and of course the new Hitman series. I've talked about this studio in previous videos, explaining how they seem to be one of the targets for Microsoft. Insiders have hinted that this company is directly in Xbox's sights to join the Xbox Game Studios. I'm going to explain why they seem to be a great fit for the Xbox brand. First up is that they have ran into some financial troubles lately, especially since Hitman 2 didn't come close to the sales figure the company wanted. Again, this fits exactly what Xbox is looking for. Talented developers that have troubles keeping the lights on or will have trouble later with cash flow. But unlike Crytek, the studio doesn't have great franchises the studio can bring with them. This would more than likely be an acquisition that's based on developer talent than it is tools they can provide. Not to mention the location that the studio resides in is Denmark, which is again a great location for Xbox to be a part of. They also consist of 170 developers on staff, which all have been known to make big games like Hitman. While I think the talent on the team is pretty good, I think they just need to step back from the Hitman series and try another franchise or even start a whole new IP that they can grow from. Because right now, I just think Hitman as a series isn't selling well and doesn't really have a strong standing. But they again fit that studio size that Microsoft is going for, much like Obsidian Entertainment, which was around 170 to 180 developers strong, and Microsoft acquired them also. IO Interactive seems to fit the bill of a studio that might just need the backing and a fresh idea to let them grow into something different. Because as of right now, the Hitman series isn't doing them any more favors, especially since those games have been reviewed well and a lot of people love them. They just seem to not sell very well. And the other weird little thing is that the studio seems to grow. They hire more people. You can look at the Wikipedia page and you can look at other pages and it's showing the trajectory going up. That means that they're hiring people. Much like the Microsoft studios, they keep hiring people. So that's a little tidbit that I found, and I kind of find a little weird if a company's under financial strains that they just keep hiring people. But moving on to the last studio, and probably my favorite one, which is Relic Entertainment. If you've kept up with me for a little while, you know that I want Relic Entertainment to join the Xbox studios like no other. I have great respect for the developer because of the amazing games they've brought out. Starting with Company of Heroes 1 and 2, some of the best RTS games to ever come out, along with Warhammer 40k 1 through 3, which are again amazing RTS games. But that's not all. They've also made Warhammer 40k Space Marine, an extremely underrated game that I truly love. But I have to say, I think Relic is almost a done deal to join Xbox Game Studios. I say this because they are already working on Age of Empires 4, which is being published by Xbox Game Studios, which is an IP that Xbox takes extremely serious. Not only will this help Xbox hit a genre that is dominated by Blizzard with StarCraft 2, but it also brings great diversity to their library of games. And I think this acquisition is great for the Xbox brand, especially since the brand is expanding farther than just what the console can provide. The studio is great at developing amazing PC games, but also games that come to Xbox with mouse and keyboard support. Because the biggest flaw with Microsoft's store isn't just its design, but its lack of huge games attached to it. These studios can help expand the brand even further. This starts with Relic Entertainment, who can bring out a very solid RTS game that every strategy player will want to play, me being one of them. But if you want my honest opinion about these studios, I have to say that Relic Entertainment is a real possibility to happen, considering they are already working on Age of Empires 4. Plus, I think Xbox has a great respect for the studio, especially since they've made games for multiple platforms, which consist of PC and Xbox. Again, Phil Spencer has said it is extremely important for the Xbox Game Studios to have that multi-development cycle where they can make games for PC and Xbox. The next most likely studio is IO Interactive, who has been hinted at by multiple insiders, not to mention it fits exactly the same criteria most of the other studios have that Xbox has acquired. Great talent, but might be in financial troubles and could use a new franchise or new IP to really have them thrive. And the biggest dark horse, of course, is Crytek, who I think won't happen. I think they are far too big to happen and will cost a huge amount of money to acquire, not to mention all the people they have on staff. That type of acquisition would be an industry-changing type of get. It would add 3 studios to the Xbox Game Studios, not to mention amazing resources they can license out to other companies. So I do see Xbox getting Relic and maybe IO Interactive, but I don't see Crytek. And I honestly think they will have another surprise acquisition like they did Ninja Theory, a studio we had no idea was even in talk with them. Either way, E3 is around the corner and I can't wait to see what they announce there. But enough about what I think. Let me know what you guys think about this. Would Crytek make Xbox Game Studios one of the most powerful developers around? Does IO Interactive make you excited about Xbox Game Studios? Is Relic Entertainment making RTS games good enough for you? Are either of these studios someone that you want to see? Is there another studio you guys want to see join the rumor mill? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. Any support helps the channel out more than you know. And you can follow me on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my videos. Also, follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description. If you want to hang out and chat with me, I'm very active with my chat and always playing games. I hope to see you guys there. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.